Okay, so my poor little Cub Cadet carry-all 1500 with the D722 Kubota diesel got severely overheated, and I was having trouble getting the head machined, and I looked around and I bought a $129.99 head on eBay to replace this head rather than getting it machined. But it came with a few challenges, so we'll be addressing those for anyone who's interested in knowing what might be involved. So I'll try to share the journey as I go on getting this thing into my Cub Cadet and seeing if we can get that thing running again. So today's project is swapping these valves for the ones that came with this originally because they were junk. All right, like I mentioned before, I don't really know what I'm doing here. I'm just a guy trying to make his Kubota work again. So, that being said, when I pushed on these valves, I noticed that they're way less stiff than these ones. Like, these require much less force to push down. And I think probably long run, that's probably could be bad. So I looked into some reviews, and on this was on eBay, so there's no reviews on this one. But on some of the other cheaper ones, it said that the valves wound up getting dropped, and because they couldn't keep up with the engine and destroying the engine. So I'm gonna keep the valves, but I'm gonna swap out the springs, and I'm gonna at least try on one of these and see how it works, and see if it works. And I should probably research how it's done, but I just tried getting one of these ones out on the old block, and it seemed pretty straightforward. I don't know if I'll be able to get it in. Maybe I should try that on the old block first. That's a good idea. Let's give that a shot. Put you back in there, buddy. See if I can even do a thing like that. Put that there. So I think I want to, these little things are tapered. So obviously narrow side down. If I can get it to wedge in, that's the goal. Of course, I just put these gloves on, and I don't know if they're gonna work. We'll do our best. So I think, oh yeah, I just push this down and it's gonna seat. I'm not even gonna try it. I can see how that's gonna go. Oop. I think I just seated the fucking thing. All right. So we'll go over here. Again, I don't have correct tools, but we'll give it a shot using incorrect tools. So I'm using all the equipment that came with this new head. I'm just replacing the spring. And we'll go down. Come on. All right. Ah, yeah. That is much better. That makes me a lot happier. So, all these springs are going to get swapped out. So I imagine at some point somebody who knows how to rebuild an engine is going to watch this thing and be like, what in the fuck are you doing? And the answer is mostly going to be, I don't really know. I'm just trying to have a running. Glad I didn't need that. Kubota. Then get another ride. So, even though in a lot of ways I'm not a big fan of AI, and I think ultimately it'll very likely be the end of the world as we know it. But that being said, I don't think there's anything that I'm going to do that can prevent that from happening. So I'm going to use it to my advantage as much as possible. So as I just mentioned, I don't know a lot about this stuff. So I asked AI, like, hey, doing a head gasket, or, you know, doing a head and a head gasket. And one of the things that AI said to me is, don't be a dumbass. And I was like, but I am a dumbass. No. It told me that when I'm going to put the head bolts back in, it said, make sure to get any fluid out that was trapped, you know, when stuff got cross-contaminated or pushed all around. Because when you torque the head bolts, if there's any fluid in there, that can crack the block. So I'm like, oh, good to know. So I'm going to make sure to blow those holes out and probably chase the threads. But that's a little ways down the road. I couldn't get the heat shields out for these injectors either. So I also got on Amazon a set of like those copper seals and injectors for this, because not injectors, sorry, copper seals and heat shields, because I can't get these other ones out. I already like kind of damaged one trying to pull it out. So I mean, again, aftermarket injectors, it was like $60 for a set of them or something. But I don't think there's anything wrong with these injectors. So the seals and the heat shields as a kit was like, I think it was $15. So hopefully that stuff will go right in there. I haven't tried to do that yet. Guess I want to do these valves first. Valve springs. And a lot of times, personally, I mean, I know everyone's different, but I like to see it done kind of person. And I didn't really see anything like this. So if this is helpful to someone, even if I did it wrong, right? Even if we get done with this project, I put the thing together and it doesn't start, at least seeing these apart could be helpful to somebody. I'm just throwing those fucking things all over the place. I better pay careful attention when I'm doing that one, so I don't want to lose those. Ooh, I see the antifreeze separating out of the oil a little bit there. Maybe that's happening over on the block too. Maybe that'll make it easier to clean out. I doubt it. I'd say I could boil it out, but it's antifreeze. Well, I mean, it does boil it. What does boil at? It's like 250 degrees or something. It's an interesting concept, right? Just boil the antifreeze out. I mean, we know we could boil it. I think we've all done it at some point or another in our lives. Well, I don't know. I certainly have. I'll tell you what, I got to work on insulating this barn better because it's like below zero outside or zero, and my wood stove is just not keeping up. So I think I got to help it out a little bit and insulate better. And my chimney's gonna need rebuilding. So I think we're gonna see if we can't work on. I don't know. I was previously doing the used motor oil, but I think now I'm more into doing wood. But I want to do something more efficient, so I've been researching Russian or masonry fireplaces, or the rocket heater units. So the rocket heater units, they're supposed to be really efficient, but I don't know. The ones that I see, I haven't seen like a big one. Like I know the idea is to burn less wood, but my real goal with this is the long heating, right? With the Russian masonry or rocket heater, the idea with these things is you do a single burn, right, with this thing, and then after you do the burn, it continues to give off heat for a long time. Now that one's all gooey. Maybe I'll try one. Clean this thing off a little bit. Right. And because of the nature of how I use my barn in the winter, I don't really live in here. I mean, I'm not saying I have something against living in the barn, because I like it out here. This is where all the projects are. But sometimes I just have other stuff going on, and I'm not out here spending time. I'm at home in the house doing family stuff. But I got enough time to come out here and just do a burn and have heat. Instead of like coming out and feeding the wood stove several times a day. So that's also part of my interest there. All right, 2 down. I might take these gloves off because these little condom tips aren't helping me for this particular part of it. Yeah, look at the difference. These springs, this is what came with the Kubota, and this is what came with the aftermarket, but you can see I can really squeeze that a lot more. There's much less tension on this. And that's just what we don't want, is to drop a valve inside the engine that I'm trying to not have to replace. That's the whole point of this head, this $129 head. But I guess, you know, get what you pay for. So here I am having to do some extra stuff to make sure it works. Wow, little chunks of metal. There we go. Now, if this was on the block, that would have kind of sucked. Dodged a bullet there, folks. All right. Do. Oh man, we are closing in on it. Which I should never say a thing like that, because that's exactly how you fuck yourself. All right. Woohoo! I didn't fuck it up yet. So that is a big, big bonus. All right, so there's our finished product in terms of the valves. Old valves, new valves, except the new valves are the old valves, and these were the new ones that we didn't like, and we stripped them off of this. So up next, I'll be installing the heat shields and these copper rings on these. These are just kind of loosely in here, so I'll take it back apart. So hopefully this was helpful, and thanks for watching. We'll be putting this thing in eventually.